it's me, Ren. So I just want to show you guys a quick tutorial. Also, I just wanted to test out this video recording app. So we'll see if it's a success, and if it is, then we'll do more. So I want to go ahead and show you guys how to draw Uraraka, since I draw her literally all the time. It'll be the easiest tutorial ever. So the app that I have open right now is Medibang. I believe you can get this on both iPhones and Androids alike. It is a free app. There's like ads like whenever you open up the app, and I think if you purchase like the pro version, you can have more options, but I feel this is perfectly fine for what we're going to try to achieve today, which is just drawing a cute girl. So I go ahead and I start with the background layer. I don't like drawing in white because I find when I color later on, especially skin tones that are light, they end up being, I end up having blotchy spots or missing spots completely. So I'll just go ahead and do this. Now this is just for simple drawings. I don't, like, when it comes to drawing, like, seriously, like really expansive things, I always do take into consideration things like composition, layout, color theory, values, all the proper stuff. So I usually thumbnail first. Oh, look, Amino. I usually thumbnail first and then I'll draw something, but since it's just a sketch in a tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and just start with that. So we'll have another layer for the sketch layer. And I'll choose like a light color. We'll do pink because pink is cute. It'll disappear anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'll do a 3/4 view, because that's, oops, select my pencil. And I'll have the correction at 0 since it's just sketching. And yeah, so go ahead and do that. And just I guess ignore the chats because I'm semi-moderating. Not really. So we'll start off with the head. I usually start with a circle because that's what you should do, right? That's how I've learned. And then I draw the cheek and the chin. Bring it down, bring it up to the ears. And I usually will fix that later. Also add a little guideline where the eye will be, and where I pick the eyes or where it will be. The top of your eyelashes, usually in a human model anyways, will meet with the top of your ears. They're usually about the same height, so I kind of gauge like that. Anime's a little different because their eyes are fucking huge and takes up their head. Oh, excuse my language. But it's a good general guideline of where I would place it. Then I draw the neck. The neck usually comes down from the ears, so I add that there. And then the other part of the neck, somewhere close to the chin area, depending on the view, really. I remember to add my traps, you know, that muscle there, and then the shoulder. And guide for the body, she's facing that way, so remember that. And she's got a clavicle here, and the breast. You know, I learned this thing yesterday, or not yesterday, but a couple of days ago. where you can draw, when you draw the breasts to make them look more natural, they actually hang from the clavicle, which I kind of been subconsciously knew that, but I never really knew that. So now it's like a conscious effort. I'm like, yes, the breasts are from the clavicle, so it looks more natural that way. Alright, so we'll go ahead and draw the fun part, which is the eye. I love drawing the eyes. That's like the best part of anime, the style for anime anyways, is because their eyes are so big and they're so, I guess the word I'm looking for is like their expressions, which kind of makes them a lot more relatable. So, trying to decide if I'm going to draw like in the style of my hero, if I'm gonna not. Also, I'm rather new, I would say, to digital art, mostly because I'm lazy and it just takes so much work. Oh yeah, so I drew her mouth, a cute little smile, and her nose. Y'all saw that happen, huh? Am I talking too much? Is the talking helping? You guys let me know in the comments if I'm talking too much, and y'all just want to see me draw, or if you like hearing the commentary of what I do and kind of explaining my process. Because if you do, then I'll just keep doing that instead. So I'm drawing the lashes. So fun. My signature light there that's always at that same spot because I don't like thinking about light sources ever. So they always are up there. If you look back at my art, you'll see it. That it's always there. Or sometimes I'll even add a little one down here. It doesn't make any sense, but it's there. And then, the 90s kind of style. Iris, pupils. Doesn't make any sense because pupils are not that big. But I think it looks great, so I do it anyways. I think what I'll do, you guys, is because I don't want the video to get too long, I will just do the line art. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Alright, so now we have the general face. Uraraka, she has a pretty round, pretty chubby looking face. Super cute. So I kind of want to keep that look. But really, what really makes her stand out is her mushroom shaped hair. I think it's so cute and it's easy to draw. Really easy to draw. I think that's why she's like my favorite character in the whole series, because I can draw her in like 2 seconds flat. It doesn't take any time. She's so simple, but like cute simple. So she's got the side part with the little kind of spikes right here, and then her hair kind of makes its own little band, which is so cute. So I'll do it like this. And I am never consistent with how long her band is. And I don't think the anime is consistent with how long her band is. Or is Horikoshi, is he consistent with, like, her hair? It's like so, sometimes it's really short and sometimes it's kind of long in the front. Oh, I'm already messing up. Is it because I'm nervous? I don't want you guys judging me. Don't worry, I'll clean it up. And then she's got the cute little, there we go. We'll add her clothes. This is a really simple, basic drawing, you guys. I'll try to do more interesting poses if you guys like this. If not, then I won't even bother ever making a video again. And we'll just leave it at that. So, I'm not going to add her jacket. You know, one of the first things I ever learned to draw was the, what do you call that? Like the neck cuff on a jacket. I think it's because I was trying to draw, I was learning to draw Ouran High School Host Club, and they always wore the tuxes and stuff. Maybe I will add the tux because I'm automatically doing it, right? I'm not even thinking her breasts are too big. You guys, why y'all see anything? Actually, I don't even like this pose all that much. Meh. It's too late. I'll clean it up later. And that's what I say a lot in my drawing process. I'll just say, I'll fix it later. And then sometimes I'll just forget to fix it. And just by the time I'm done, it's too late to go back. Or I'm just too lazy. Being an artist is lazy, you guys. Just trying to find the laziest way to get the final product. So don't feel bad if you find yourself getting a little lazy. I think her hair was a little too wild right there. Oh yeah, we can't forget her cute little, yeah, so cute. And her little, should I make her, her little eyebrows. Okay. Another thing that I haven't been doing, and this is a digital art thing. I never really did this, and I didn't really, you don't have this ability really in traditional art. So I always forget. And I think that's why a lot of my art, when I look back at it, I'm like, oh, it kind of looks weird when I'm at an angle. But you can flip the canvas. Does it make sense when you flip the canvas? No, it don't. Once again, I did something weird with her breasts, and that's just weird. Maybe I just won't give her breasts. She'll just be a boy instead. I'm gonna do gender bend. Again, I think I'm talking too much. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, figure something else out. Again. Maybe I'll do another video. Maybe I'll just do the summer outfit. It's easier that way. I'll have to add a jacket. So I was talking about Ouran High School. Do you like the music in the back? I'm like obsessed with this playlist on Spotify. If y'all want it, just let me know. I'll share it. It's cute. It's just all cute Japanese music. If you can't hear it, that's because it's in the distance. And just forget what I said. Yeah, she looks cute. Okay, so that's basically my sketch of Uraraka. Just a cute little simple 3/4 sketch. There's no special anything about it. It's just super cute. That's weird. Okay. I love you guys, but sometimes y'all are weird. Okay. And now we'll go on to the fun part, which is the my favorite part, and this is my favorite part of the process with drawing in general, be it traditional or digital, and that's line art, because it's like you don't think much about it. It's pretty thoughtless and it's calming. I used to hate doing line art digitally because I didn't have the option to draw directly on the screen before, so it was a pain. So make sure you're on the right layer, this layer here, and actually you can do this, name it, so you can always know that this is, especially if there's any layer that you're gonna name this one. Otherwise, because it'll fuck you up if you don't. Sorry. I cursed again. You guys are finding out that I have a potty mouth. I'm so sorry. Okay. So we have the line art. And it's on top of the sketch layer. And I turned the opacity down on the sketch layer. That way it's easier to show the line art. And then I'm going to change the color of the line art to a darker color. Maybe not exactly black, because pure black could sometimes mess things up. So I'll do a really dark purple. And then I start the line art. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay. And I turn the, there's this wonderful button here, the correction. And this is also in other apps. I don't know about like Sai or Clip Studio Paint, but for sure Photoshop, they have the correction, which can, I bump it up to 10 because my hand is super shaky. And when I'm drawing these lines, I want it to be not shaky. And then I'm going to adjust the, I think 12's fair. Alright, that's fair. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do with the eyes. Add a little lashes and the details. And you'll find yourself doing that Control Z or back button like a lot. Oh my god, y'all guys. Next time, I'm going to mute all the channels when I do a video. Because that's kind of annoying, and I apologize. So we'll do the little Does that even make sense? So this tool, I am still learning too, but you can select a section and free transform it. Now I know that you could do that in Photoshop, but I'm still trying to figure out how to do that in Medibang because it's kind of new to me. Does that make sense? Ugh. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Fun fact, you guys, why I always bring up Photoshop and I compare it to Photoshop is because I am technically a graphic designer. I went to college and got my degree in digital design. Ended up not doing my degree in digital design and not doing digital for, let's see, I graduated in 2014. So 5 years. I haven't really been doing digital art. So I always refer back to like what I learned in school and all the fun things I did in school. But Photoshop was my powerhouse. It does everything. And that's actually what I started learning digital art on, even before school. My friend gave me her copy of Photoshop and I installed it on my computer using a illegal means. And yeah. And I drew on Photoshop. So I know how to draw digitally. I just haven't done it in ages. And if you guys, I say this is a tutorial, but I just feel like I'm just talking on the screen right now. But if you guys have any tips, are you saying, oh, you know what, she could do this instead? That's so much easier. I don't know why she's not doing that. And then like you're dying of secondhand embarrassment for me because I'm making a fool of myself. Let me know, because I want to learn too. I'm always learning and I always love to learn. So if you guys want to tell me how to draw, I will. And now I know why YouTubers script their videos. I always wondered, I was like, why do y'all do that? I feel like it'd be more natural if you talked, as you talk, but now I'm thinking, I'm running out of things to say. And, saying a lot. But if I had a script, they tell you exactly what to do and when to do it, it'll be smoother. And I bet you the video would be shorter too. I don't have a video editing software thing on my phone yet, so this video is going to be raw and beautiful. You're going to see every mistake I've ever made. You're going to hear every fuck up I've said. Oh, see, I did it again. I flubbed my words. Will I get kicked out of Amino for saying fuck? Probably not. But I gotta be a role model for them kids, for them cheering. I'm cheering. So, My Hero Academia, huh? Getting that 4th season. Yay! Isn't that something to be proud of? I've been in the fandom for quite a bit. I'm always kind of the lurker type though. So I didn't really start participating really in the fandom until like maybe a year and a half ago. Because I'm shy. But then I got on Amino and everyone's really cool here for the most part. But I just like sharing my art. Okay. So we'll just do her little... Since I'm not coloring her, I'm just going to add the little blush marks. Like this. Yep, yep, yep. And isn't it cute? I was rewatching My Hero Academia, and it was in the 2nd season where Uraraka, she was cheering on Deku, and I noticed, and it's in my screenshot redraw too, because gosh, she's so cute. She blushes on top of her little blush marks. She has like extra little blushes on top of her blush marks. I'm getting rid of that correction so I can color. Yeah, I thought that was so cute. And it's like a nice little detail. After you draw a character like so often and so much, you start noticing like all these little cute details. It makes it fun. And you're like, oh, I'm learning something new about this character. It's like I'm gonna steal that idea for my own character. Yeah, so I think right now it changes over time. But I have like different favorite characters from My Hero. It started off as Izuku was my favorite, and then it ended up turning into Bakugo was my favorite, and now it's Ochako. She's my favorite. And I think it's because she's just more relatable to me. She's really kind and sweet, and she's you know, she's not perfect. She makes mistakes, and she's not the strongest. I think she knows that, but she tries to do better. She works herself to be better. And she has goals that are really, you know, relatable goals. Like her family is not rich, you know, and she's got to help her family out. She just wants to help people. She's selfless, and she puts other people in front of her. And so I feel like I can relate to that a bit. I'm a really helpful person. I like being helpful. I like being, I guess, with assistance. That's why I like being a curator. Is really just like helping. I get really excited when people say, "Can I get help?" I'm like, "Yes." So if you think that you're bugging me, you're absolutely not. I am like gung ho about being helpful and gathering assistance. I think that's why I'm in customer service. Ugh. So I just like helping people. So let's see. How can I be of service? I mean it. Don't be afraid of me. I'm not a scary person. I'm actually the opposite of scary and intimidating. I get scared and intimidated. So, oh, she's coming out really nicely, but I don't like this part right here. I don't know if you can see the cursor or not, but it's like this section here. I'm picky about it. So I think I'm going to erase and revisit. I'll probably make this line longer here, actually. What if this whole time, you guys, I forgot to put the recording on and you guys can't even hear anything I'm saying? That would be a relief, honestly. Because I ran out of things to talk about. Oh, I'm like, why isn't it coming out? See that? It's the correction tool. It's a lifesaver, you guys. So if you didn't know to use that, you know it now. Use it. Is it too short? Is it the placement of her eye that I don't like? Is it the placement of her hair that I don't like? If I made it longer here, no. I really think it's just the placement of her little bang. Maybe I'll upload this on YouTube, but if I do, will I be shunned by the YouTube art community? They tell me, you should have had a script, you should have been more prepared. What the hell's wrong with you? Is that what they're gonna tell me? Or will I get like no views because nobody knows who I am anyways? But if anyone stumbles across my video, will they think I'm important? No, probably not. Probably think I'm lame. Probably think this no talented hack is trying to tell me how to draw Ochako. Get out of here. You don't know shit. And it's true, I don't. I just pretend that I know shit. It's a secret in customer service too. If you don't know the answer, fake it till you make it. Pretend that you know what you're talking about. Because no one wants to hear, I don't know. They want to hear an answer. So you say, you know what? I just want to confirm. Let me double check that for you. Or just straight up just say, I know the answer. Give me 1 second. They don't mind. I was at work today, and I was really happy because we get graded on our phone calls, and I got 100. So I must be doing everything correctly. Okay, why isn't this erasing? Turn off. So this is the moment of truth, you guys, because the sketch layer always looks better than the line art. Always. No matter what you do. So here we go. We're going to hide the sketch layer and see how shitty this actually came out. And I'm sorry again for my language. How many times are we allowed to cuss before it's too much? Oh, that's not too bad. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it. Hold on. I think it's because how I did her hair. I never do her hair differently. So, I think it's her little part. What's one of your pet peeves when it comes to drawing, or like a stylistic pet peeve that you have? My stylistic pet peeve is showing like eyebrows and eyelashes through the hair. It just seems like the hair definitely, in my opinion, yeah, that looks so much better just doing it like that. Would cover up your eyebrows. Like, you wouldn't see that in real life. Or would you? I don't think you would, especially in anime, but there's some animes that I see that do that, and it won't stop me from watching an anime, but it becomes a bit of a distraction for me, because I don't know. It's just a distraction. Alright, and then I connect the lines. Is it her mushroom top that here? That I don't like. Make sure I'm on the right layer. It always makes me so nervous. Let's go back to the sketch. This is gonna bug me. I think it was too pointy. I think that was what the problem was. There, that looks better already. So we'll go back. Oh yeah, another cool thing I like about digital art is the zoom in function too. You can move the canvas, which you can do in real life too, which I do very often. But like, I don't have to like crane my neck to go up and make those details. So what is the most expensive medium to use? Is it digital or is it traditional? In my opinion, it's traditional. I find myself, I don't know if it's because I have a problem or if it's because it's just the way it is. But I would spend so much money on traditional art supplies. They're just really expensive. I've found like, neat tricks like becoming a couponer and using those rewards as much as you can, because let me tell you, it ain't cheap. But also, I think it's because I like experimenting with other mediums too. So I don't just like using ink. I don't just like using markers. So when I'm bored, I'll go into Michaels and I'll just walk up and down the aisles and see what I can create with it. And that's where the problem lies. So I stopped going to Michaels because it was becoming such a problem for my wallet. And I subscribe to a subscription box. So every month I'll get art supplies. And it's only like $30 a month. Whereas I was spending close to almost $100 a month on art supplies before. Because I had set aside an allowance for myself. So every paycheck, which is every 2 weeks, I would get $40. So it's $80 a month, and I would blow through that every time. I would blow through it every time, and it's all at Michael's. I mean, sometimes it'd be like I also get like snacks or something, but most of the time it's all at Michael's. They took all my money. It's kind of like I don't know if some of you guys know about going to the Target. You never get one thing at Target. So I avoid Target as well because it's just how they have the store set up. It's a trick to get you to buy more things. But they have it set up to where more things are available or more interesting. They look like they're cheap. Like they have a little clearance section right at the front that you can just go and look at. And you're like, oh, everything's $1. Next thing you know, you have $100 worth of dollar items. Okay. So what am I doing right now with my line art? You would think that after I finished going over the whole thing, I would be done. No. See, with line art, if you want it to look alive, you gotta add some weight to the lines. And that's what I said in my last tutorial that was written. You can find it on my profile if you dig deep enough. But especially when you're just doing line art and you're not doing color, you want it to look alive without that background sketch layer. So you want it to have some value, you want it to have some I guess, energy to it. So what I do when I add energy is adding weight, making lines bolder, thinking somewhat, not that much, but somewhat of the light source. Behind her hair here, there's, it'd be dark. So you would just add, some lines to back here because, her hair's dark back there. There's shadow. And then she has this little flip thing in her hair that I think is funny. Her hair's a little unruly, which is funny because my hair's really unruly, right? So why can't I have that? Why can't she have that too? Super relatable. Super relatable little Choco. Now, so as you can see, there's more weight and focus on her head, which takes away from the rest of the body. So, if y'all know, their ties are red. So I'm gonna add some hashes and dashes in here to simulate value, and it should bring the weights of the composition kind of together, bring it all together. But I'm not gonna have it too dark because then you'll just lose the drawing. Y'all can see every conversation everyone's ever having on Mino right now. Well, not everyone, but like the 4 active chats that I have not muted, because let me tell you what, the minute I stop watching, y'all suckers, y'all slip up. So I check to see sometimes. I'm gonna add that weight to her shoulder and the back, separate her from the background, because she is an not part of the background. Who the fuck is mommy? Ugh. I should have muted these conversations, man. I have no idea. So, how did I figure this weight and line art secret? Well, I'll tell you. I read comic books. I've noticed this, especially in American style comics, but you'll see it too in manga. Just the line art just goes ham because it's black and white. So you really have to focus on line art, especially when it comes to black and white art, because it's really what guides the people's eye, like the audience, the reader's eyes, where to go, how serious something is. Like if something has heavy line art, that means that it is a serious moment. Like you see, look at All Might's face. He always looks so like super, in his super pose, right? It's because the line art is just so focused, and they really bring that in on the anime too. Just make them look like your typical American comic, which I love. But then also, if you look at his scrawny face too, the line art is pretty distinctive, especially around his eyes. And I don't know if you guys realize that, but Horikoshi, he definitely got inspiration for All Might's scrawny design. If you have ever read the comics of Hellboy, then you'll know, you're like, oh my gosh, that's where he got it. And Horikoshi, he takes a lot of inspiration from American comics and like American like geek culture too. So it's fun seeing those references he makes in the manga. Sometimes it comes through in the anime too, but you're like, I get it. Like, he's a super Star Wars nerd. And you can see that in, like, what he names places. Like, the beach that they went to clean was Dagobah. And that's from Star Wars. It's cool that he pays homages to stuff like that. Those hardcore nerds, you get that, I don't think I need that. I think we're done. So now I'm gonna make the background an actual color that maybe not exactly white, but and oh, let's do a gradient. No, it's not. It's not. It's not too gradient. Oh. You guys remember? Wash your layers. What? Oh, shit. This was different than Photoshop. Photoshop really separates the layers, and Medibang does not. I don't get it. But I have to hide the layers in order to... Oh, let me get rid of the sketch. There we go! How cute! She looks like your typical animal girl. Ugh. You guys, I don't like the eye. It's okay. I'm gonna move it. Oh my god. Do, 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 do. Oh wait, no, that's just hiding the selection. We want to... There we go. No. Here. And yeah, this was weird because I never talk. I draw. So just trying to make up conversation to fill up the dead air kind of hurts my voice a bit. Man, you guys are going off. It's probably too late to do this, but I'm shutting y'all up. Oh my god. Which one is all of these? Did y'all know y'all could do this on? Well, if y'all didn't, now y'all know. I think that one's in this one. These are the loudest. I'll turn y'all back on. Don't think I turned it off forever. I'm coming back for y'all. Okay, back to Medibang. Maybe I should hit a gradient. Or maybe I can do a gradient with the line art. Ooh, that'd be fun. See, this is where you can experiment some. And you know, the cool thing, because it's digital, you can pretty much Control Z. I love you so, 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 so much. Maybe like that. So, so, so much. Oops. Oh, that's so cute. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so yeah, hell yeah. Alright, and let me go back to the line art layer and add, you guys, if you want to get featured, oh my god, if you want to get featured, you gotta add this little fun thing. So you're like, why don't I ever get featured? I feel like I have amazing artwork, and I don't doubt that you do. But it's our rules. You gotta have a signature. So you guys can find me here on Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr, but I never post my art on Tumblr, so. But Rendezvous is my official screen name that I've had since I was a little girl. So that's why I go by Ren. And that's why it's not my real name. Did y'all guys see that I was walking the line? I didn't even save once. Y'all guys were about to watch a disaster happen. Alright, and then you just export it as a PNG because it's the higher quality version, and then you're done. That's the result of a disaster of a tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if let me know what you think. What can I change? Should I talk next time? Should I talk again? Should I even do this anymore? Is the video too long? Should I practice editing? Do y'all want to see me do this same tutorial on a laptop rather than on my phone? Please put your suggestions, because this was kind of fun. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself, talking to myself, while my pets are asleep and my husband's not home. That doesn't make me feel so lonely anymore. But peace out, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and